Hey guys, welcome to another vlog style inadvertent shaky cam video of the mess that is my living room slash craft space. For those of you who are new, I live in a basement bachelor apartment, so like bedroom area is over there. I'm basically standing in the kitchen to film this. I don't have a lot of space and I have a lot of craft supplies. This video is the long bandied about video about my embellishment organization. I just wanted to give a quick explanation of the boxes. I had one over here, right there. I took it off because I needed to get the binder out that I'm going to show you. The boxes are kind of a catch-all at this point, but at the bottom of the piles that are in the boxes are stuff that I want to destash. I was sort of organizing by category, so I have a couple of different boxes with stuff in it. I'm going to change that up. I initially had one of these bins from Dollarama. I mentioned them in another video. I initially had one of them sitting here on top of this pile with the lid off, and I had these Ziploc bags sitting there with the stickers and stuff, embellishments that I had to put away. They were by color in Ziploc bags. I had the Ziploc bags sitting in one of these bins. I'm gonna do that for my destash stuff. So I'm gonna basically take the crap out of these boxes, divide them up by category in Ziploc bags, put them in a bin, and then I can get rid of these boxes and things will be at least a little less cluttered. So let me move this stuff that's on top of the binders out of the way so you can see how I've got it set up. I forgot to show you. This is my bin of file folders that I had to cut up and stuff. I can't even get the lid on it right now, so it's just kind of sitting there. I have this computer desk on wheels I got on Facebook Marketplace for like 35 bucks. This thing, I don't know if I can pull it out, it's probably kind of, oh, it pulls out, okay. I've got, it's a little dusty, but my envelope punch board and my stamp placement tool. And then I've got a lot of like paper pads that are really big that I didn't really have anywhere else to put them. So they're on this thing. It's not ideal. I used to have some of them on the bottom part down here, but I needed the space. So I have as many binders down here as I could fit. As you can see, I've done the binders by color. I have 3 pink binders and 3 red binders, basically because of Valentine's stickers and things like that, and Christmas too. So those are all 3-inch binders with D-ring rings on them, so they hold a little more than the round rings do. I've also got 2 3-inch orange binders over here. I've got my one and only yellow 3-inch binder. And then this one is, oh, this is the silver and gray and gold seasonal binder. It's like a 1.5-inch binder. And then I didn't have room for another binder, so I just stuck in my journaling card scrapbook thing. I can link that video. I've done a video on that already. And then I've also done a video on this thing. It is my scrapbook. It is a store scrapbook that I keep my scraps in. I can link that video below as well. So that's what's in the computer desk thing. So then the rest I have on the floor, which is annoying. Most of them are in baskets from Dollar Tree, just they're not directly on the floor. And then I'm also using one of these, I forget what they're called. I had them at Dollarama for $4. They like, I don't know if they're supposed to be trunk organizers. They were like sturdy bags, basically. Initially when my embellishment binders were organized by theme, I had my Halloween ones in here, because then I just sort of put it back in where I now have all these bins. And I would just pull it out for Halloween, so it was just easier to have it in a bag. I just pick it up. But now it's by color, so I just have all my brown ones in there because might as well keep the colors together. For the binders that were going to be down here, because I can't see the spines, although I did put stuff on the spines, and I'll show you more close up. I just extended the spines to have a little flap come out that says what is what. So this one I've got my first green binder, I've got a green/blue binder, and I've got my teal binder. Here I've got 2 blacks and my gray, silver, and gold main binder. Like I said, my 3 browns, and then I've got my purple and 2 other blues, and then this one is my 2 whites, and then my rainbow binder was there, but that's the one I'm going to show you. So yeah, I've got 25 binders in total, 24 3-inch and 1 1.5-inch. I'm looking into getting some of those craft cart things. If anyone has these craft carts, do you think that I would be able to fit some of these on them? Obviously not all. I got my binders from a variety of places. This one came from the thrift store and I couldn't get the sticker off. And on the front, if it's just a color, like in this case I only have 1 rainbow binder. In this case I took a scrap just to make the front of the binder. On the binders where I have like, 3 red ones, I've written down what's in the binder on the front and on the spine. Sorry for the sketchy lighting. This is the spine. I used the other half of that scrap to just cover a scrap of white cardstock. That actually worked out really well. I used a lot of like scraps of cardstock up for these spines. Again, it's just to show rainbow, and then I have the little folded over bit on top here. I picked this binder because it's got a little bit of everything as far as how I organize stuff. So in the front here I have this pocket with binder holes. Shout out to Craft Purge. She mentioned these in one of her organization videos a while back. They're from Dollar Tree. They come in a pack of 2. They were really great for organizing some of my stickers and stuff before I put them away. And now I'm using them in part for things like this. These are little cardstock letters. They're all reversible. I got these at MacLeod's probably 13 years ago. I don't know what the brand was. It was just this big, like, it looked like one of those Chinese takeout boxes. And it was full of these cardstock letters. And there's different colors and stuff. This is just the ones where it's all multicolored, hence it's in the rainbow binder. And I since have split them all up by font and by color. And I put each letter in its own little Ziploc bag. And initially I had them in those card sleeves that we use for pocket letters. So I would have like a card sleeve and a half, or 2 card sleeves and a half, with just like this font. And then one with just this font. It was taking up a lot of space in the binder. It was also taking up a lot of card sleeves that I had to keep buying more of as I did this project. So I decided, and I'll show you when we get there, that basically I just pulled out like 1 or 2 of the letters of each font, and basically one card sleeve has a representation of each font in it, and I can get the rest of the letters out of here, and it has saved some space and saved me some card sleeves. In my red and pink binders, actually, I use these to hold, you know, at Dollarama they had those packages of Valentine's Day of those foam hearts that have colored foil on the front. I love those things, but holy crap, they're bulky. So I again organized them by color and size, and I just have them in these in the front so that they're with everything else, but I don't have to use up 45 card sleeves to hold them all. So all of my binders kind of follow a similar pattern as far as categories. They're not always in the exact same order, but I try to put the decorative stuff right up front and then usually the sentiments right behind, because those are what I'm going to grab for the most. So here I just have long ass gem sheets from the dollar store. They're stuck to construction paper that is laminated, which is those self-laminating sheets, and then I use washi tape to stick them down. And then I ran a page protector so they don't go anywhere. And then we have the card sleeve. These are photo corners from a Project Life kit. These are both 2x2 cardstock pieces from my Pink Paisley collection. These rectangles are the, I don't know if they're called full boxes. They're from the Happy Planner sticker books I mentioned a while back when I started this project up again, that I was cutting out my sticker books. I forgot that this was empty. Anyways, so I do have a mix of like the fancy schmancy Ultra Pro like card sleeves that you can get on Amazon, and then also just the cruddy Dollarama ones. I won't go through all of it. If you want me to do like a full walkthrough of each binder, I can do that. I know some people like to see people's embellishment collections and where they got everything, but I don't really want to do that here, so I will try to stop myself. But yeah, so I have a bunch of decorative stuff just in card sleeves, so you've got stuff like this that slides around. This was an awkward situation. These are Dollar Tree tags. They are just a little too big to fit in the card sleeves, so I just washi them down on a page, and the ribbons stick out everywhere, but that's okay. And then this is actually the beginning of my sentiments. I've got a little divider there, but all I had to stick on a page were these two from a Happy Planner book, and I didn't want to put a whole separate page in here just for that, so they're just on that side. So this is pretty much all card sleeves here. Again, these are those 2x2 swatch and sentiment things. Well, these are the sentiments from Pink Paisley. And I kind of stuck alphas and stuff in here as well. Sentiments and alphas are all in the same category, just to sort of force me to use them all. This is another method that I've used. Again, it's not perfect, but it saved me from having to tape stuff down. These are some 5x7 photo sleeves that I had in my stash that I forgot all about. I tried to put like some of the Dollar Tree sticker sets that I didn't want to cut up. Like, yes, I could have cut these all up and put the animals in by color, but the sentiments kind of go with the animals, right? So until I've used up most of the sheet, there's no point in cutting it up. So since it's multiple colors, I stuck it in the rainbow binder. This is the difficult part, is when I flip it over, they like to slide out. Well, that worked out okay. If I had a spare piece of cardboard from the stickers, I stuck them in there to give it a bit more support. So this is what I meant about the alphas. I just have a card sleeve, well I have 2 card sleeves here, that just have, you know, like one row of that font, a row of that font, and the same here, 3 different fonts. Whereas before I would have the entire font in all of these, and you can see how bulky it gets. I don't know if you can see on camera, but it gets kind of bulky with these letters, so to not have them all in card sleeves saved a lot of space. And then any alpha sheets, again, I have stuck to pages. And again, I'm hoping having the alphas with the sentiments will kind of get me to use them more, because, you know, like, oh, I don't have the sentiment I want. Oh, wait, I can spell it out. So getting to the end of the sentiments and alphas here, we move into other categories now. Like I said, in all of my binders, I try to have the decorative and the alphas up front, and then the other categories kind of vary. So this is the nature category within my rainbow binder. Again, we got full sheets on a piece of laminated construction paper, well, 2 pieces of laminated construction paper, and then the rest is always in the card sleeves. Again, these are some of those 2x2 swatches from Pink Paisley. And then in the nature stuff, I tried initially sort of categorize animal stuff together, flowers and stuff together. But then as I found more things to put in the binders, it just kind of stopped doing that. So for like little things, like little stickers, I have them in Ziploc bags so they don't go flying and I lose one. This is the general category, aka I didn't have enough stuff to bother making a separate category for each one. So like it starts with food, more food, moves into general and travel. And then in all of my binders, I typically have the seasonal stuff in the back, just because that's probably the least reached for, because I only need it for seasonal crafting. For some, it's very obvious that I have like a Halloween section, like my orange binders, for instance. This one's a little more mixed. Like I think these are the only Halloween stickers in my rainbow binder. They're not really rainbow. I guess they're rainbow of Halloween colors. I just didn't know how to categorize it otherwise. Plus, these stickers are a little hard to cut up because they're really close together and they've got brads on them. And then I try to keep the seasons together in the seasonal sections. Like I mentioned, like this is all birthday and party stuff. This is kind of a mix of seasons. Oh, I forgot, I do have some Halloween stuff here. And some fall. I think these are both Echo Park. Some stickers on sticker sheets have some space. Even when they're like this, there's like a little bit of space between the printing, so you can cut them out individually. These ones aren't. Probably see it better here. There's stickers come right down to the edge. So I did not want to risk trying to cut these up and slicing part of them off by accident. So they just went into rainbow. So this is like a mix of spring, fall, Halloween, a little bit of Christmas, a little bit more Christmas here, and then in the very back, I have love/hearts/Valentine's Day. When I first started the color binders, the first season I was working with was Valentine's Day, because when I started it last year, it was like right after Valentine's Day. So I was putting the seasonal stuff in the back of the binders, and that's where the hearts and love and Valentine's Day stuff went. So my brain just knows that if I need a heart, go to the back of the binder. So even though technically it should come before all the other holidays, other than maybe the birthday stuff, in my brain, hearts and stuff are in the back of the binder, so that's where I go for that. And that's it for my handheld vlog style shaky cam rundown of how I've been organizing my embellishments. For the most part, most of them are in binders, organized by color first and then by category. Like I said, once again, if you do want to see more of a detailed rundown of what's in each binder, I could do like a video per binder or something if people really want to see that. I know some people love to see that kind of stuff and some people don't care. So if there is some serious interest on doing a binder by binder breakdown as far as showing you everything that's in them and potentially where I found them and things like that, I can definitely do that, but not unless I know that people want to watch them, because those will be a lot of work. So let me know. If you're not interested, let me know too. That's totally fine. But yeah, I just wanted to give you the rundown on this project that I've been working on for like 2 years. I started in February 2019. It's now August 2020, so I guess a year and a half I've been working on this. And I'm very happy to have it done. It's not perfect. Okay, you can see it's bulky and messy. I gotta go with what I got. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. Please give it a share. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click that little bell in the corner to be notified when I next upload a video. And I will see you guys in the next one.